7:01.
Bob? I'd like to call
Saw
the
that.
Dunbarton Board of Selectmen meeting to order for Thursday, February 14th. And just for the record, we have a clock in the room. It's been repaired. Thank you, Lean. We have two selectmen present tonight. We still have a quorum. Dave could not make it this evening. We have Lean, the town administrator. We have the recording secretary. And we have recording for the benefit of citizens who cannot attend, Mr. Leo Martell. Thank you, Leo, as always. Okay, Bob, we get some minutes.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the regular minutes of February 7th, 2019, as amended, which there was just very slight.
Yeah, I'll second that, and Jennifer did a good job, it was a long meeting, a lot of talking.
All in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
We're discussing. Yeah. Okay, yeah,
You didn't have a sign.
Read the final dates.
Leo, I'll go open up the public comment, do you have anything for the group?
Nope.
This is the quietest meeting we have ever had, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll bring back from public comment. In the past several meetings, we've been making inquiries with the town clerk regarding the issue of rubber checks. She cannot be here tonight because she has an illness, but she did send me an email by my request, just talking about the situation. And the situation has been resolved. The town is now whole. All the check fees that we had to pay for bounce checks have been repaid to the town. And it was, and all fees that were bounced were also paid, so we are whole. Now, for the future, I just wanna say, for this individual, I don't wanna say his name, I don't think it's correct, but I wanna retain a little privacy for him, but, Bob, do you think we should, we insist on cash? He did, what happened is.
Certified check or cash?
Okay, let's make it for, let's pass it on to the town clerk, that, for the individual who has a history of 2 years of bouncing checks, we're gonna require either cash or a certified check. This particular time, he did, another family member paid, by check, and right now the check's still good. But Linda's monitoring that. Any further discussion on that? No, you're good?
Other than, at some point in time, she should have a policy where if a person comes in and bounces a check and comes in and pays a second time and that check bounces, then it should be cash going forward for anyone coming in. I mean, you're not just isolating that person, but, it's one thing to bounce a check and somebody think, oh, I forgot to make a deposit. When they give you a second check and that check bounces, then the light has to go on, they have to figure that it's gonna cost some cash.
Yep, and I concur with you, and the thing is, it's not just inconvenience, it raises to the level of a felony.
Well, it does when it gets over $1,000.
Right, for some cars, it's definitely up there.
Right, but I'm just saying, it could be anyone coming in and, twice, when it happens once, it's shame on us or shame on you, and if it happens twice, it's shame on us,
We could pass it on to Linda and make a note in the minutes that that's going to be our standing policy until further, we have consensus on that policy. Okay, next item, we have some money lien. Are you in receipt of $350 from two individuals for a total of $700?
I have, yes.
Okay, Bob, I'll say this. Then I'd like to accept for RSA 31:95 Bravo, paragraph 3B, to accept donations to the Reach Across Dunbarton in the amount of $350 from Raponi for their annual sponsorship, and a donation in the amount of $350 from Stars and Alita Zopa for a total of $700.
And I'll second the motion.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor?
Aye.
Alright. If you'd be so kind to take care of that, Lean? Okay. Bob, we have some signing to do. We have to sign some the warrant budget, the MS, we get to pull these out. I'll start with we have 4 copies each. 1, 2, 3, one more coming your way. And I'll start signing them. We're gonna just have to sign these. These are the MS 363, which is
636.
636. What did that say?
363. Did I?
No, that was correct. I stand corrected. Yep. Yep. Okay, we have to continue on, we have, the town warrant we have to sign.
Yep.
These signed in two places, Bob. Two places. I stand corrected, three places, one page you have to have two signatures.
Yep. True copy.
Page two there. There's another one. These are.
This will be signed by you.
Yep.
I mean, there's no date on this one, it says 12th day of March, but the thing is,
I have to fill it in.
okay, thank you, just I don't want it to be forgotten.
Same here, I'll fill it in the same day that I post it,
Okay, excellent.
and that one will say you signed it today.
Well, I bet you missed one this week.
I did.
You certainly did.
Oh, two spots.
Two songs,
here.
yeah, and then here too, same here.
Is that the same as these?
Yep, there should be, three signatures for, on each document.
Oh, you're right. I don't know how to just make a line through there. I'll give you these.
Check
Go through that one after.
Yeah. I was going up here.
That's that one.
The file.
Michael, you missed one on this one.
Oh, you caught me, okay. Throw it on back. Thank you. And we'll pass it on down. You're all set. All right, next item on the agenda, the Milford grant application. This is what we talked about last week. Now, we have to get that application signed, and it's due tomorrow, so we have to send this tomorrow. And only one signature, how many signatures, Lean?
One signature, and then I'll notarize your signature.
Okay,
But there are initials on every page that have to be signed,
okay,
and
love you
dated.
spared.
And when you're talking to Amy, would you mention the fire pond again?
I did.
Oh, you
She
did?
said that it has to be a body of water of over 10 acres,
Oh,
so it doesn't qualify.
but would it still be important for us to find out? You know,
Oh,
it
she
could
said
be
that-
anything
She said that
else.
she can test it, because she said there are, when she comes out next time, there are, species that look and mimic milfoil,
That's-
but they're not milfoil. So
Right,
she-
and that's what, you know, it could be that,
So
or
she,
it could be milfoil, and so just to know.
right, so she said when it starts to bloom, or in the springtime, when you can get access to it, she said she'd like someone to bring her sample.
Okay.
So maybe I could get someone from the Gorham Pond who's familiar with, you know, what we need to grab and have them.
Yeah,
bring her a sample.
Only because then if we can identify it there and we see similar in the other fire pond,
Mm.
it's easier to say it's not milfoil, cause this is what it is, you know.
That's the certificate of authority, appointing someone in the past 6 or 7 years, that's been myself. Go ahead, Joe Marie, notarize that for me. And then I have to notarize your signature.
So I'm all set. Okay,
Thank you.
go to the mailbox, Bob, now. Just, Bob, we're gonna have a public hearing, on February 21st, at 7:15 here. Anytime we get a grant over $10,000, we have to follow, there's a,
Okay,
to
yeah.
accept the grant, we have to have a public hearing. This is regarding the opioid grant for the police department, so that's gonna be, it's
Saw that.
posted, it's coming out, so that's work in the future.
Get them all down.
You have a copy in your basket, the front page,
February 21st,
I think it's the
at
opioid.
7:15.
Thank you.
It's not too late, is it? I don't expect you to sing and dance still.
I tried, I had to do it last time.
Hopefully we have some business before then. I shortened it from 7:30.
I know, that's, yeah, thank you. Just, we have a newspaper article that was just, kind of discussed how much, what communities own in our region as far as the conservation land. And we're quite high for a small town, and in fact, we're the third highest. And this is all the surrounding towns, so it's kinda interesting. I think that, will you have a mailbox for the conservation group?
Mm-hmm.
And I could pass it on to them as far as a copy of that, I think they might enjoy that. Okay, Bob, this was just, we did this, we coordinated an email, but Deb Trotter asked for a response.
Right,
And this is for information only if you didn't have a chance to read it. I think, I read it,
did.
yeah, and, so this is our copy for file. And give that to Lean. Okay, Bob, in our continuing, discussion on contracts with, the bid for a solar array, Lean reached out to the, NHMA, they took a look at it, I'm very satisfied with the response. I thought it was, it kinda like, negated some of the, legal, opinions we got from another lawyer, our little town attorney. I think it matches with the contract completely, and,
I concur, cause I looked at the points that I was gonna bring up with the other communities, and they're addressed by the NHMA, and, you know, I don't see any problem with entering into the contract, cause we're not in violation of anything, and we are bringing it before the legislative body, before we purchase it, and that's probably gonna happen after the first year to get their interest, you know, we'll have proof of concept, so I don't see anything that restricts us from doing that.
I'd like to make a motion that we sign the contract.
Yeah, and I'll second your motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Alright, and Dave, just, even though he's not here, Dave reviewed it, he concurred, just, put on the record that Dave Knoll's also in concurrence with it.
Yeah, it seemed like, the NHMA, points were a lot more accurate than what we had received for information. And it also didn't request a review by a state authority.
Amen. Lean, I just sign here, and then we can move it on out to him?
Yep.
And then Eric, the company, would need to sign it and give us his copy.
And I'll give you I still have the RFP at home.
That's
I
fine.
believe, because I think I put it in the pad, and I just gave you this part of it.
And I'll give him an opportunity to start getting ready for the springtime. So, faster we get in the ground, we're good. Okay,
Can I bother you for those clips that we?
oh, yeah, I don't know.
Let's keep everything.
Thank you.
People out, notice it's thin.
Yeah, but let's not putting any paper in right now.
No, I use all the paper for the fire. Oh, okay. Okay, Bob, I have a request. It's a political party wishes to use our town hall, this building, the town administrative building, for a political rally. I think I'm not really in favor of that, because we kinda kept this whole area of the town hall apolitical, to include even the bulletin board. I don't wanna.
We've already turned down one party as far as postings, as far as using the hall, as far as registering voters through using the hall. So that we don't get in the middle of anything, I think they need to find a different venue to do that in, you know?
And I think we have consensus there. So Lean, if you return a response to them, they wanted something by the 15th, that's gotta go out tomorrow. Okay. I also have, this is amendment to the personal plan, this one we did vote on, so we just gotta sign it so Lean can put it into the personal plan. Lee and Dave needs to sign this when he comes back.
Yeah,
This is the bereavement leave policy we discussed in. You can leave that for Dave as a follow-up. Oh, just to let you know that, going back to the bounce check issue, the town clerk did notify the police department, so she coordinated with the police department how it's a closed issue now.
Okay.
She closed the loop there, so I
Okay.
appreciate that from Linda. Leo, do you have anything for the group?
Not on camera.
Okay. I'm gonna close public comment, I'm gonna take it back to the board, I'm gonna start with you, Bob.
Well, I only have one thing, and, you know, we responded to the school board, and so I just want whatever department or whatever entity that represents the residents in town, like the school board, that sometimes we won't agree on the issues, we may have a difference of opinion, but it doesn't mean, we don't do it personally, it has nothing to do with personalities, it has more to do with the issues and nothing else, so that we wanna continue having a relationship of respect for all the communities or departments in the town.
Fully agree, and things like, you couldn't say any better, Bob, to me is, it's okay to disagree respectfully on both sides. We'll leave it at that, and, but the thing is, the school board department chair expressed the same opinion to me. Thinks that we've been working well, as working between the two committees, or I say boards, rather say, and she wants to continue that, and I said, absolutely yes. Okay, now I'll take it to Lean.
I only have one thing, the annual report is complete. It's been, sent to the printer, and I'm, waiting the proof, the return of the proof. Once that is received, I'll contact individuals who are interested in looking at their report within that document, and then I'll give the blessing to start printing, because we should hopefully have that back to us. I think we'll be ahead of the schedule a little bit. We typically like to give them 5 work days, so if I can get that back by Monday or Tuesday, I'm hoping tomorrow, and give them the blessing and get the final shipment by next Wednesday, the 27th, then the board can, dedicate the town report on the 28th, and that will give 3 work days for the post office to mail the town report to the residents.
Will
Within
be
the
dropped off
guidelines.
directly at the post office?
Depending on the day that they arrive, if it's too early, they'll deliver them right off, and I don't want them to get delivered before it's dedicated.
I understood, okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's
Okay,
it.
back to me, I just wanna say on the annual report, I thought the dedication to the selectmen recently deceased, I thought was fantastic. It was good, Les Sam and his family will definitely appreciate it's gonna be in color, Bob. They got a nice picture of him on there, it looks really nice. Okay, I like Lean for next week, I'd like to get, the transfer station manager on the agenda, if you so notify him. The talk schedule, we gave him a little more information several weeks ago, I think it's time that we, bring that to, discussion. And let me see what else I have. And that's all I have for the group this week. Okay. I think we're done, Bob. I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to adjourn.
So be it. I agree. Second. Short meeting, especially compared to last week.